Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio. And I bid you a warm welcome to the bar today. It's an interesting day. It's the 29th day of August. And we're here again, like nobody. So basically, we've been, it's going to be an interesting day today. It's the bar. As usual, we talk about everything in between, talk about things, everything from music, politics, entertainment, sports, whatever gist that's happening at the moment, and wherever the gist takes us. So sit back, relax as we enjoy today's show. It promises to be as interesting as always. It is a very interesting one. Now we're going to be going straight into today's gist, but with me today is nobody but Sola Rogers here.
Nobody but. What about all the other people that are with us online? I don't know with us.
Okay. Oh, God.
Anyhow, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's always a pleasure to be here at the bar. I've got my drink. She finished her own already. So let's talk music, sports, politics, and everything in between.
It's my own. Abi?
You sure finished it? Abi?
It's my own. We agree that it's mine. Then the rest is history.
Then you finished it.
The rest is history.
And again, I would like to announce once again that if you're trying to link up on YouTube, there's a glitch. It happens all the time. We're trying to fix it. So the first time we connect, it goes off. I think it's gone off again, and we're going to
It's
restart.
back up. It is back up.
Okay, we have restarted it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we're getting straight into today's gist. As first of all, there's updates on the drama happening with TikTok and some hate speech going on with some residents of Canada that are Nigerians. There's a bit of update on that. It has got a lot of people talking. So we will get right to that. Also, NIN-SIM deadline. I think that is worthy of note. Serious worthy of note. Because before people will start wailing now. Because it also almost seems like we're actually good at wailing in Nigeria. These deadlines have been there for like 2 years, but we will be moving on. Anyway, there are quite a number of transfer updates in the stories. There are also quite a number of things. NLC is in the news. The police is in the news. Distribution companies are not smiling. When they can even cut off government houses, what's now a school that they cannot cut off their power? Anyway, we're going to be talking about that. The Olympics we know that the Paralympics is in the news, and I have quite some interesting gist about Team Nigeria with the Paralympics. But we will get to that point as well, and several other things. And another Nigerian has broken another world record, a Guinness World Record. We will get to that as well as time goes on. So sit back, relax as we enjoy today's show. So today's show is starting from the House of Reps. The House of Reps have decided, or they have written a petition to Canada over hate speech threat that was made by a Nigerian woman against other Nigerians around her in Canada. A lot of people might have heard that particular voice note or recording. It was on a TikTok live. However, we've condemned it. It's ridiculous how we've gotten to this point. How people that's people's way of thinking. However, there's been a lot of, would I say, backlash or a lot of talk, a lot of people for and against it. I've seen a lot of people go on to say that how come the House of Representatives had nothing to say when there was the Lagospedia that talked about chasing Igbos out of Lagos State. Also, a lot of people have also come to talk and raise questions about Igbo leaders they've not said anything about this particular matter as well. So there seems to be a lot of conversation around it.
It is actually what a lot of people are talking about, knowing that it's all about opinions and there are opinion leaders, there are regional leaders, and all sorts of people who jump on virtually everything that's topical. On the side of the House of Representatives, if you don't bring something to the floor of the House, if you don't write it maybe by way of a petition or a bill, or that you move a motion, they're not going to talk about it. Do you understand? So I can get that. On the other side is that when something is in the public domain now, it is normal for everybody to have a say. Mm-hmm. Strangely, a lady picks up her phone, joins a meeting online, and starts to threaten mass murder.
So I have a question with the statement you made now.
All right.
So for everybody that have listened to it, sorry, we cannot even play such a thing here. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous for people that have not listened to it. However, I was going to say that if you listen to that audio, there were other people, and I feel that this calls to question people's morals. There were other people listening to that. They were on the TikTok live. There were other people edging her on. In fact, she was asking for examples of poisons, and people were giving her examples.
Yep.
So my issue is, so it's not like she just voiced out her own hate. Other people,
but she was in good company.
That's why I'm saying that other people in that TikTok live seem to. Nobody, but not one person shut it down.
There. That's why
so
they were there.
All of them all feel the same way. They probably will do the same thing.
That's why they're
She
there.
just decided to voice her own out.
You know what they say? That birds.
They are not looking for one person at this point.
Well, the thing is, none of them actually made a threat on that video, except there's a longer version of it that some people have been able to cut out and identify. But this particular lady was, the person that actually took it upon herself to call on all Igbos, to kill and maim and poison people. And she said specifically that they should poison Yoruba and Edo people, especially Benin people. You get? So your question is valid and understandable, but in the true sense of things, the video that everybody's talking about, that's bringing about the hatred and everything, is actually one particular woman being egged on by God knows who, and she's happy about it. You get? Now, she also knew that there would be backlash. And she said, look, she don't care. There's nothing anybody can do. That she's Canadian and all of that. And again, there's another live that they've done. Again, like I said, birds of a feather flock together. They continue their live sessions on TikTok. And it is rare, if you don't believe in what they are doing, to join them. Except they are joining them to find out what it is they are planning. But the bulk of the people who are joining this live are actually joining
this
because they believe in everything that has been uttered.
I agree.
They download it, they share it, and in fact, if you listen to that video, one of them was talking about they actually had another forum for South Africa. And one guy was saying that that they should put it in South African forum, and she's like, she doesn't even care about South Africa at the moment. It's the Yorubas and the Edos and blah 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 blah.
So this might sound silly.
Yeah.
However, are people really that jobless?
You call it joblessness.
Why I say so is, okay, don't let me
Some
use
people
myself
live
as
for
an
this.
example.
Some people live for this.
From getting up in the morning to try to put in exercises, to try to get ready for work, to at times doing so many things during the day, you probably don't get home till like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. at times. Even days you get home like 7 p.m. I'm not even sure I want to be listening to anybody. I just want to sleep. Okay,
so even through all of that schedule that you painted here, you also join these lives. You don't join these hatred-filled ones. But this is you on Twitter or Instagram joining one live or the other, right? Yes.
Once in a blue moon.
But you have joined them before through your tiredness and all.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, check it. There are too many people in the world. And we all can't see things the way you see it and do things the way you do it. But I'm saying now that some people, that's what they live for. I saw someone introduce himself at an event as a live show host on social media. Space host. You know, it's called Twitter Spaces. Now it's X Spaces or something. And that guy actually mentioned it like a career. Some people write it on their profile. Oh yeah. Look, you laugh, but that's some people's career right now. There are one or two very popular actors, one or two very popular, and I say very popular, and I mean it, broadcasters who live off this now. Going live on Instagram is all they do. And in fact, they now do the live feed on YouTube. They go ahead and put it on TikTok and Twitter. You know that, don't you? So there is an audience for them to feed, and that's why they exist. So all these people that go there, whether they have 9 to 5s or not, there's something that attracts them, and they feel that it's a platform where they can say anything and get away with it. And that's why they are there. That's why they exist. Sadly, you won't, but we can't use your own now to judge everybody. We just know that at some point in time, the so-called free speech that is being abused would find some kind of regulation.
Yeah, it's being abused.
It's just like my fear of artificial intelligence. That as much as I've done a lot of studying and reading about, I am actually afraid with the potentials of what this can lead to. It's the same fear I have with the so-called free speech that we have online.
Yeah.
This is me and you now. This is our bread and butter. We sit down and we talk stuff every day, right? Yeah. Some people will go and say, what are these ones doing? Do you understand? True. That's what it is. If we decide to talk a lot of hate now, our numbers will go through the roof.
Oh, yeah. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
It's such a very sad thing that this is where we are at.
Pick any side and start attacking one person, and just go.
It's such a very sad one.
The sad thing about this life is that bad news sells. Negativity sells. Oh, you're pushing out the positive agenda. We're here saying, we want to profess solutions. Nobody cares about solutions. All these people, what they really want is trouble. Did you understand that even if they spell it because they don't want to be flagged, the people enjoy, they say violence, and they're happy. You see their eyes light up and everybody's, buzzing because they're sensitive. Yeah. Some people say, what are you cooking? Everybody is just looking for trouble.
I agree. Honestly, I think that a scapegoat needs to be made out of some people. This woman, one of it. I do not think that we should deteriorate to the fact that even if you claim, because you heard a lot of people say some of these things, and then when they are caught, they'll say they're just talking. People need to realize that just talking, you can't just say anything.
Let me tell you one of the biggest problems that we have. Our brothers and sisters in the diaspora.
Yeah, I think so.
They mean well. A lot of them mean well.
I think a lot of them are. But
so many of them do not know how to balance.
They don't know
thing out. Like
a lot of things.
Now there's culture shock for them. Now they've come to live in the foreign. What we call it? Senile climes, and they think that everything has to go the way senile climes goes.
Yeah.
But you must understand that there will always be a balance, and they are the one that's supposed to strike that balance.
Yes, I think I agree with you. A lot of them.
Not all.
No, that's why
because we know you guys are with us. But regardless, it's the truth. You look around you, they're there.
A lot of diaspora, even up to your family.
Yes, now.
Because at times you hear something, I'm like, what will you do? Let me paint a thing. I feel that when you talk about things in senile climes, they seem to know everything about it. However, when they talk about stuff in Nigeria, they also seem to know better than you that are in Nigeria. I think that, and then because they feel like they need to connect a lot, they seem to drive a lot of this fake news. Once they see someone that is posing as an activist, they're very quick to jump on those things. And I think that a lot of people in diaspora probably need to be more perceptive.
And this is what we're trying to do at the bar. We're trying to really show you balanced reportage and trying to show you neutral reportage. But hey, it's all good. Now, guess what? The bulk of the funding for violence in Nigeria also comes from the diaspora.
It's such a... And doesn't make any sense.
So all the people that you see on that TikTok live, over 90% of them don't live in Nigeria.
They don't live in Nigeria, but then you push a lot of agenda that causes chaos in Nigeria.
But that the people who are in Nigeria are primitive. You know, when they were talking about having that lady deported, then she came back on the live again the next day to say there's nothing that's going to happen, that she's still in her house. She made a video, she was showing people her house, that she's in her house and nothing's going to happen and all of that. And someone was saying there that don't mind those primitive Nigerians, that Nigerians are primitive. And that's why they think she will be deported. But what she don't get is that even sitting here, she has violated at least one law in Canada. At least one, if not 2 or 3 or 4.
You never have to come to...
You know?
You probably could get...
So it's not about being deported. It's about also, you know, being made to pay for your utterances.
Could be deported.
It's not even about being deported.
Your so-called citizenship could be revoked. A lot of things... You could even go to jail in Canada. Because I don't know, I just don't think that it makes any sense. If you are so much, and then when I hear people say those things, if you are so Canadian, then why are you so involved in anything that has to do with Nigeria?
Exactly.
It just doesn't make any sense. Since you are Canadian, stick to Canada and let people in Nigeria deal with their issues. Anyway, Sha, I honestly hope that at least one person, be it whatever hate speech, from whether you are attacking Igbos or you are attacking Yorubas or you are attacking Benin people or you are attacking Hausa, somebody or if few people definitely need to be held responsible for the things that they say. Moving on from that quickly, just wanted to put this out there. Not even just wanted to put it out there. Let's talk about it and let's reiterate it. The Nigerian Communications Commission has now said there is a final deadline of September 14th for the NIN-SIM linkage. That's, if I'm correct, that's about 16 days from now. So they're saying from September 15th, 2024. See how I'm explaining it? In case you don't understand deadline of September 14th. From September 15th, if you do not link your NIN to your SIM card, it's not going to work. And there's nothing anybody's going to do about it. They are not extending any deadline. If I am correct, we are still extending this deadline from the years of from when Issa Pantami was minister. And if my calculations are correct, Bosu Tijani, who is the new minister of that, at least has done 1 year in office. So that's how long the matter has been. And it wasn't before Issa Pantami left. In fact, it took like over a year when he was there. And they kept on moving the deadlines. Now, if you do not have your NIN attached to your SIM card that's selling you from September 15th, it would not work. I know that at this point, nobody will do anything until it's like September 12th. And then you now say, here, there are too many people at this place. This is that. It is good. Let us say it now. I'm shouting now because I will come back September 15th. Guess what? To laugh. I will laugh. Please, let's find ways to, if it has not been linked, I would honestly not think, I would not in my wildest dreams have thought that nobody would have their SIM not linked to their NIN by now. But for whatever reason it is, let me not, people could have genuine reasons for that. But now they're saying that if you do not, then let's have a conversation around it and please link these things as fast as possible.
Well, maybe we should start a countdown from tomorrow. Let you guys know it's X number of days to this thing, especially our people in Nigeria. Please go get it done if you haven't done it. They're going to cut you off, and there's usually a surge when these kind of deadlines are about to lapse. This one had already gone past if they decided to overextend it, and it has to end at some point.
Definitely has to end for I think for even
for existing
for even collation purposes and all that. They have to end. I don't think they can do a lot of perfect collation, because if more people keep coming and coming, I think that this thing has to end. So please, thank you very much. God will bless us all. I think we can move on to something else.
All right.
Now, moving on from that, the federal government has urged doctors to end the 7-day strike, saying that there's a lot of effort going into trying to rescue the kidnapped colleague. The honest truth is that I think it is a lot for a lot of Nigerians these days are now going, because resident doctors are probably the largest chunk of doctors that we have. So it's a lot of most hospitals, teaching hospitals, state hospitals, federal hospitals are actually not, a lot of them are not working. Yeah, the consultants will work, the student doctors will work, but they're not as much. It
won't be the same.
It won't be the same. That's why I said the resident doctors are, they probably have, not probably, they have the largest numbers. So I really hope that they do not carry this thing to 7 days. But I also really hope that the security agencies are doing everything. And it might be sad, but however, Yorubas tell you something, that a child that is dead is better than a child that is missing.
Yeah.
And I think it's really all about closure.
Yeah.
So it's better to know what exactly the real situation is. Hopefully, also security agencies will work harder to keep our country safer, that going forward, people also do not get kidnapped.
Yeah, we just hope and pray that everything Dolupo has said just comes to pass, and that this doctor actually returns safely.
It's safe, yeah.
I think our son is still with her. Her husband was released about 4 or 5 months ago. She's been in captivity for about 8 months now, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
It's really not a good thing. It's a
not
terrible experience.
Yes,
and
I agree.
Our thoughts, our prayers are with them, and we're hoping that they actually
returns
alive,
safely,
and all of that.
Yeah.
And on that note, I actually want to say a big thank you. Everybody who's watching and listening, thank you. God bless you. We're continuing with the bar.
Now, moving on from that, and we're going on to the NLC. So there's a lot of drama that has been brewing between the NLC and the police for the past couple of days.
For non-Nigerians that don't understand this short forms, because in Nigeria, we're all about shortening everything, is the Nigerian Labour Congress.
So last week, the police had invited the NLC president, talking about the NLC being used to finance terrorism and all sorts of funny allegations. However, he had said that he was given a very short notice and he couldn't make it.
He was busy.
Yeah.
More or less.
But it was like a 24-hour notice. It's understandable, especially if you're not in a particular state. He was supposed to report to the IG's office in Abuja. If he was not in Abuja, it's understandable that it might take a while to throw things around. However, he had now decided to go today with a lot of fanfare. He has now returned. Apparently, he was not detained at the police headquarters. However, there were a lot of NLC chapters that have made threats about how they're going to shut down the country if the NLC president is arrested. Now, I think that some of these things are very dangerous. I'm not alleging. I'm not saying that he's done anything. But before we go on to be making threats about if he is arrested, if he's detained, this is gonna happen, why not let us figure out, or the police explain the reason or the evidence they have against him before you start making threats?
So you really can't determine how people will react to what they hear or see or read. You're hoping for some kind of decorum and a system where someone accuses you of something and you say, you know what, I'll come and listen to this accusation, then I'll defend myself. No. You don't expect people to. It's not everybody that will see it like that. Now, they function in an environment where they believe in their solidarity, their ability to mobilize and resist any form of perceived, coercion or whatever, as the case may be. So, no, they're not going to wait for your allegations or charge or your accusations to filter in, and then they'll now take it in and say, okay, but we didn't do that. No, they're also going to preempt you and try to also shock you, embarrass you, and do whatever they can, because at the end of the day, it is still part of the whole game. It's still a game. Like the police are saying, this is what we got. You're saying I didn't do anything like that, but if you people try it, and even if you did, you understand. But the bottom line is that especially the labor movement, they are known for such statements. They don't take those kind of accusations lying down and hoping that
I just hope
go
that
away.
Some people's statements will probably not land them in jail, sha.
Yeah,
anyway.
But again, if your statement should land you in jail, I pray it does. It's the truth. It's the truth. Like there should be only one rule. And one law.
My God, are you kidding?
Oh,
You
yes.
don't even keep it.
Oh, yes.
I honestly was not expecting that.
Okay. I don't take it back.
Oh my God, I have nothing to say to you. Anyway, moving on from that, I'm still talking about the police. Sadly, the Akwa Ibom Commissioner of Police, the police has lost one of their own in the name of Wahid Ayilara. The Commissioner of Police for Akwa Ibom State was said to have passed on due to prostate cancer. Yeah,
it's a sad reality. The fact that at some point in time, every human being will leave the earth, and be buried or cremated or whatever. But again, the curse of his passing is another major problem that men face,
Yeah, it's actually a thing.
And I think it's becoming worse. I think it's becoming more pronounced. And mankind doesn't seem to have found any solution to it. This might sound insensitive or funny, but one doctor granted an interview a couple of months ago. I'd been doing a lot of research about it. And one doctor, and he said, look, that men have to, do some...
Do what?
Sexual activity.
What?
And then at least 21 times a month you understand? And
what does that mean? What's that?
You know that later YouTube will now put what I said out as a transcript.
I don't know what you
they
said.
do it too. After 1 hour, you
see. What's that?
So the people who are watching understand that men must
they
do the 21 times. That's why we are dying.
Okay, why?
Men.
What's wrong with doing the
Where would they see the action?
What's
now?
your definition?
So the people will not see even one action in a year, 365 days. It's 21 in a month. How now? 21 times 12. Where do you want to see it? How do you want to see it? Now you understand why
people
Solomon
are married.
Why Solomon and Co live long. They live long. David live long. All of them because they have plenty to be.
Okay.
But it's okay. I'm just saying, men's health. It might sound funny, but it's a problem, and there's no solution yet. And the solution that doctors are talking about, women are not helping the matter.
They're not?
Yes, they are not. But we shall overcome.
You shall Oh, wow.
We shall overcome.
Okay.
But again, like I said, it might sound insensitive, but thoughts and prayers with his family. But men, this is a clear and present danger.
Oh, it definitely is. Definitely. That we cannot take away. Just want to put it out there. The police have arrested 20 illegal revenue collectors on Ebonyi Enugu Highway.
Look, illegal revenue. How many policemen were arrested? Sorry, did you say police were arrested?
No, police arrested.
Oh, it's police are arresting people that are doing what they are doing too.
What did you just say now?
I didn't say anything. I was just greeting you.
No, you said something now.
Look, if you've ever traveled on Nigerian highways, if you have ever done it, especially when you are going towards Benin or a road.
You don't do that. You don't get that when you are going to Ekiti. That I can promise you. So go to Ekiti more often.
So go and do what now? What we are going to do in Benin or can we do it in Ekiti?
I don't know. I don't care.
It's
I don't care. I'm just telling you. So they don't do business in Ekiti. Is that what's that? What's that supposed to mean?
Ekiti only have,
what is that supposed to be? What is that supposed to mean?
They only have
so
yam.
it's only yam that people in Ekiti eat.
That's all they have. But when we are going to the east, we go to do many businesses.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes.
I'm just saying, go to Ekiti, you don't find all those things there. That's
okay. After all said and done, the policemen that we arrested. Sorry, did you say it was policemen again? It's a revenue collection now. I don't know. I need clarity now. You see, where somebody don't understand.
Hello,
don't laugh.
dear police. I was not here. I'm coming.
I didn't say
this. You are looking at is AIO. I'm in Ekiti.
Yeah, you said that
because
the policemen were arrested for illegal
trouble, and I'm
transportation
not at home.
collection.
I'm not at home.
Is it transportation or what?
Police arrested people.
Oh, it's people.
I'm not at home. See, this that
again.
You see here is AI that we used to merge together.
Down,
I'm not at home.
Calm down. So police arrested people. People, Abi?
Yes.
For what again?
Illegal revenue collection.
If you have ever wondered why food is expensive and goods are expensive, especially when they are shipping them from state to state, is this illegal collection people, and there are plenty. Some in uniform, some not.
Uniform?
Yes. Collecting illegal collection. Especially for me, if I'm driving towards Benin or a road, then you now go past Ore. Say lily. Some boys will just come. They say their local government this, their local government. Within the space of like 30 minutes, you would have gone through meh. A lot of things are happening on Nigerian highways. Now that police is clearing all the people that are there. Excuse me, please, people. That was a slip of tongue. All the police that are clearing all the people. Please don't stop.
I'm not at home.
Keep it up.
Okay, keep it up.
Keep it up.
Anyway.
Keep it up.
Also, Lagos Task Force has captured 4 hoodlums that said to have been linked with a BRT attack on August 13th around, I think, where's this place called? Orile Gomo. So apparently some people just came up and started attacking BRT
in broad daylight.
So they have now arrested 4 people in connection to that. Yes, only 4 people.
And they didn't arrest their wives and children too.
I don't know anything about it.
All their children are above 18.
No, they don't arrest people with their family. Yes, Nigeria.
Maybe they should start. Wait now. You be coming down first. Look at this scenario.
I know what you wanted to say. That's what I
just wait now. You see, if somebody go and cause trouble, he will now go and hide. They will now carry the person. Because you know that a family will come and bail him or her.
But
if you now carry him
it's his
and
right
his
to
family,
get bailed. So you don't want people can bail him to bail him.
Just wait first. It's a solution. Just wait. You don't have to agree.
Solution to what?
To criminality. If you now carry the people that want to come and bail him before they can bail him, other people will now say, come and see bail more. No more bail. They will not behave themselves. Nobody will not be, because there's nobody. See, people are misbehaving because.
Just don't offend SR, because if you offend him, you
people will not calm down to listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's when these people do it again that you now listen and say,
I hear you.
And this man that's wearing turban was saying it that day.
No, say what?
But you people
say
did not
what?
listen. I have my keffieh on my head.
Say what?
Solution to stop criminality on our roads.
Okay. Can we go now?
To the next.
The Nigerian Customs have now seized 1,153 marijuana parcels in Kwara State. Why Kwara? Very peaceful state.
Wait, is it because they didn't pay tax on marijuana? Is it your job? Is it not NDLA job? Are you supposed to be seizing something that is NDLA?
But if they see it,
did they transfer it to NDLA?
What is wrong with you?
I'm trying to help your Kwara people. Apparently, they have found their skills. Like Delta and Ekiti people. I did not say that that's all they are growing there. You see, we're talking about food security. You now have land. You are now digging land and planting Igbo.
You can think about it as food as well, because it's...
is that what you people eat? In Kwara and Ekiti. Hey.
I have no words.
The Nigerian custom. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Anyway.
But next time, hand over to NDLEA.
Now we're moving on from that quickly. And interesting news as Unilag, University of Lagos, has now been cut off from the grid.
Go possible. It's not possible. It's not Unilag.
It's Unilag.
It's the other school beside them.
It's Unilag. Eco Disco has cut them off.
They went to dance.
They cut them off, saying that they are owed 472 million naira.
But NIRC say you can't cut people off now.
Says who?
NARC.
NDRC. Is it NDRC that is providing the power that Ekiti Disco? I mean, say Ekiti Disco.
No.
Ekiti Disco is providing.
Ekiti people are the 5 and 6. It's not me. It's Chief Coco that said it. So, the thing is that this news is fake news. They can't unilag.
Wait, I don't understand. Why?
Unilag with all the... how now? How can you cut a whole unilag?
Hold on.
Yes.
Were we not in this bar? Not one, not two. Remember, I ever have plenty evidence that government house was cut off in Oyo State.
And that one is because...
Was it not just last week? Was it in the east? Where was another?
Kaduna.
It was in Kaduna as well.
In the north, Sha.
That's at least I can give you 3 instances.
All those light cutting and
3
connection.
instances. So please, what's so special that
they can't cut?
They should not be owing money if they don't owe money.
They cannot cut Unilag light.
Okay,
it's Unilag.
They have that cut.
It's the best university in Akoka.
How many universities are in Akoka?
1. I answer your question honestly.
What are you drinking? There's something in that thing you are drinking.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah,
with ice.
There's some powder that has been dusted in it.
Pink gin.
There's some powder that has been dusted in it.
But are you gonna argue with the fact that Unilag is the best university in Akoka?
Why not?
Can you argue with that?
No, I cannot.
Because the other university down the road, those ones don't go to lecture.
Is it same? No, it's in Yaba. That one.
No, it's not the Federal Technical. I'm talking
about. No. One like this. That is like room and palo.
Oh, that one is Yaba now.
It's Yaba. It's not Akoka. Okay.
It's Yaba Akoka, but it's not Akoka. It's Akoka Yaba. Look, go and pay your debts, people.
Go and pay your debts. Simple and short.
Go pay up, and you know that Unilag is hosting Africa in a few weeks' time. So you shouldn't be having this kind of issues. Go and pay up. Is it that the students are not paying? Wait, they're not paying their... I mean, you want to use student loan to pay NEPA debt.
But their fund has given...
Can their fund help them?
You borrow... Okay, the way there's student loan, university loan too,
they should help Unilag.
They should have university loan.
So, also, wait, all these Unilag people that be singing national anthem, Unilag anthem, and be doing like this. So you people did not even have... you're not even paying NEPA.
It's time to call...
You're not paying NEPA money.
It's time to call some people.
Where's Bayo's allowed?
We have to talk. What are you people doing?
We have to discuss.
Anyway, moving on from that, quickly, let's talk about very... would I call it sad?
When you say I know Nigerian got that. You can't be something
Jesus
good.
Christ. I keep saying thing. Please don't be using what's it called.
Say it.
Now, in South of Africa, basically Southern Africa, not South Africa, Southern Africa, there's been talks of having some drought happening and all that. There literally people as far as Zimbabwe that are digging riverbeds in desperate search for water. The rivers are drying up and all that. And for me, when I saw this, like, there's so much extreme weather virtually in a lot of places. Talking about the extreme weather, I think it's in Seoul, Japan. There's talks. Not Seoul is South Korea. There are talks of a giant sinkhole opening up and injuring 2 people. The same thing happened in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, 2 days in a row. Different sinkholes happening in those places. In Japan, there's Typhoon Shanshan, also around these places, and it's such a very sad thing. Yes, some people are not looking for. Some people are looking for water. Some people have excess water. It's a very just was it yesterday or 2 days ago we were talking about the dam that broke in Sudan. It was also excess rain and all that. So it's a very, very sad thing when you see these things.
It is indeed, and of course, I don't know if I'm being too. I don't know. I'm trying to look for the right word, but I've always been of the opinion that mankind has the ability to walk around these things. You know, it might sound crazy. I don't
think
know.
some natural disasters cannot be stopped.
For instance, I'm talking about drought. I'm talking about those kind of things. Like, if we had
A lot more storage.
been preemptive and all of that, and we can predict and say, okay, it looks like the rain levels are dropping, this riverbed is drying up and everything. Then we start having storage here and there and all, and looking for ways to channel flood. Like I said, I really don't believe, except an expert is going to tell me the importance of the desert now. I really don't believe that we should have a desert. You get? So I've always thought that channel the flood to those kind of places. You get? Like, create lakes, create man-made lakes, create rivers, tributaries everywhere. Let the water revolve around itself. Let there be dams here and dams there. We have too many cubic feet of water. Let's push cubic. You know, I don't know, Sha. I'm just feeling that mankind has been blessed to the point where we can actually start
rearranging
nature, working with nature, you know, to make life better for us and regulate some of this man-made, natural disasters.
Now, moving on from that quickly, let's go to Canada, where it's so interesting that
we're going back to Canada.
Yeah, we're going back to Canada as the protest breaking out in Canada due to a lot of immigration laws that have been going on right now. These days, it seems that protest is a new language around the world. Everybody is protesting one way or another. So now they're saying that one of these new immigration laws is that foreign students cannot convert their student visas into work visas. They're talking about, Canada is talking about reducing the number of people they have to the social amenities They're also barring visitor visa holders from applying for work permits and all that. So invariably, kind of what they're saying is, whatever it is at this point now, whatever it is you're coming to do in Canada, if you came in on a student visa or like a tourist visa or a visitor's visa, do whatever you want to do and go back to your country.
The truth about these things, about visas, work permits, immigration, migration, and everything, is that the people who take these decisions, the policymakers, are basically using you and me. Canada is a massive country. Massive. Very big. Bigger than that other country that you people are always saying is big. I didn't mention anybody's name.
Does he know you?
But they know that they need people. So they have that policy, just like that other country has, where, you know, they say, oh, for this year, we want to take in 250,000 people. It is planned. They also know the number of visitors that they want beyond migrants.
So once it's done, it's done.
Once they hit their target, the policies change. Now, there's no need to fight it because it's still going to come back again. It goes round and round in circles. Now, I believe that people should be allowed to take care of their countries the way they want. If the Canadians say that they've had enough visitors converting, because they also must have allowed visitors to work. That's why they're now saying they're stopping it. Then you
they don't want again. Respect.
That means it's been happening now. And so you must also conform. It's their country. It's their policies. And if you cannot abide by it, then get out of their country and go back to your own. You know, because they are entitled to run their country the way they want
to run.
There are still parts of Canada that is asking for people to come. Even within the Canada that is saying they want to stop this. And there are some parts that... Do you know there are countries in this world that will pay you to come and live there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we must understand that it's the uneven distribution of wealth and uneven distribution of resources and manpower. And there's no way these people will thrive. Before eyes open, they will just bring ship and pack everybody there and say, oh yeah, come and walk. Now they can't do that anymore. So they use paper to tell people to come. It's just, is it new? The mode might be different, but it's the same system. But the owners of the country say, we don't want you to do this anymore. Then why would you be protesting in somebody else's country? Why now?
People have landed in jail for those things, though. Anyway, we're going to talking about the things that you should do and you should not do in other people's country. Now, a Zimbabwean A Ugandan is said to be deported after spending about 24 days in Zimbabwe prison. Came into Zimbabwe as a tourist, and he's going to be deported back to Uganda for possessing a sex toy.
Okay, is there a law against it?
Apparently there is.
Against sex toys in Uganda?
Yes.
Sorry, in Zimbabwe.
He's been charged with criminal nuisance and violating the Censorship Act.
So did he use the thing in public or?
So they said the charges were based on the discovery of a rubber sex toy in his luggage during a police search.
Okay. And it's against their own law in their own country?
No.
No. No, yes.
Yes, actually.
You said no twice, so.
Sorry.
So if their country say you can't use a sex toy, then you can't use.
So basically, he said that the magistrate has determined that that's why he was released, that the possession did not threaten public order or create public disturbance.
I was coming to that.
Saying that emphasizing the toy was not intended for public execution.
Me, I was coming to that. But you see, the law is the law. If maybe you should have Googled it. And you should have dropped your rubber in your house before traveling. You know, like they say ignorance is not an excuse. Me, I don't feel that everybody is a hypocrite. See, personally, I believe that even the people that arrest you, they are hypocrites.
Anyway,
you understand?
It's the person that they catch.
But the sad part is that they have law.
Mm-hmm.
They have law. And now everybody will now say, this Ugandan guy, they deport him because of dildo.
Anyway, moving on from that, a very interesting thing that just dropped, very interesting news, is that the federal government has now approved a 50% electricity subsidy for public hospitals around the country.
So if I put signboard in front of my house now and say I have public
hospital, meaning hospital that is owned by the government. Just wanted to put that out there.
So before I respond to what you said now, I did a quick Google search. 7th March 2022, Norwegian tourist deported for possession of sex toys. A Norwegian tourist was accused by Ugandan immigration. Do you get it now? So a Zimbabwean immigration person has deported a Ugandan.
Simple.
So, Mr. Uganda, you understand now? You shouldn't carry rubber travel. You know, you can't even live without your getting for 1 minute. Or what exactly is the problem?
Is it that they don't sell it where you're
okay?
No, you're not supposed to sell. If they are arresting people for it, then it means that.
Can you not even take a break?
Abi,
you want to kill yourself. You know. So back to this other matter, though. So on a real to real. What's the matter again?
Hospitals
that did what?
Getting 50% off electricity bill.
I think that's a fantastic thing that the government has done. And I hope that it becomes like a permanent thing too. Because if the hospitals are, treated as such, hopefully it will translate to the quality of service that they, that they give to us, the people, and all the people who use their services.
Yeah, that's less amount.
And hopefully it will affect the cost of your bill when you go to a public hospital.
Now moving on.
And I hope it's across board. It's not just the federal owned.
Okay, I think at the moment, I think everybody, all they can do is, when it comes to federal government, is federal hospitals.
Okay, so maybe the states should also look into that for their own state-owned public hospitals.
What they're saying is everybody hold on to the one that you own. Anyway, now moving on from that, interestingly, Hungary, the country, has now sacked the principal for opposing new phone ban in schools. So earlier in the month, the Prime Minister of Hungary had signed a decree mandating from September 1 that all schools, when you come in the morning, is either you do not bring your phone to school, or when you come, you drop it at the gate and you get it at the end of school. So basically, there are no devices, there are no tablets, nothing.
This is a law in Hungary now.
Yes.
I think one of the biggest mistakes I had made as a parent was allowing little kids access to smartphones. You get, and I'm glad that one has been able to remedy it in a way. I think we're not helping the younger ones by already, throwing these devices at them for many reasons, health reasons, for cognitive reasons, amongst other things. Now, don't get me wrong, technology helps you learn, but it also creates an avenue for too much play, the exposures to this light, and a whole lot of things.
And then if you're not even, there's so much on the internet, all in the name of learning, that they just, do I think that, I remember going to school, primary school, secondary school. I think I was in secondary school when phones became a thing, However, it was like parents that had a lot of it. I think I got my first phone when I was in SS1. However, those phones were just phones. It wasn't like they were anything so great. Oh yeah, it started from having regular phones to having polyphonic phones, and it was just I know. And all that. However, even those ones, for you to bring it to school, I remember there was it was an incident where it was not allowed in school. However, even your parent that gave you the phone must not know that you took it off the house. So I remember there was an incident where there was a classmate that I think the phone rang in class.
Wow.
And then the teacher found out, and then I think they now asked, of course, searched everybody, and apparently everybody kind of had a phone in school. So it was like calling all the parents, and parents didn't know the phone left the house. School didn't think that you brought the phone to school. So you are in trouble in school, and you're now in trouble at home again. It was such a very fun, it wasn't like it was a rule that was stated, but you just knew.
So the thing about phones and kids taking phones to school was that there was no phone to take during our own time, because the phones had wires and they were tied to the wall. And apart from that, there was padlock on itself. The padlock, the thing. Not like we didn't have our way around those things, But that was telephony. That was phone communication. Telecoms and everything. As at that time, if I don't call it telecoms, just telewire. But the thing is that we looked at that evolution, but we didn't even have access to that. You know how sad it was that if you're going to call someone, like maybe you guys met physically, and like, I'll call you at 4 o'clock.
You're not sitting at the phone by 4.
So by 4 o'clock, you're sitting by the phone.
But pray that your parents are not using the phone at
that time, and the phone will be busy. In fact, let me be honest, it's not even like it's our phone. It's our neighbor's number. Do you understand? We give them 833644 or something. We now give them. They now say, you have phone call. We say, the person will call back in 3 minutes. You now run. It's the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to come here and before me. We had phone, and it's a lie. We did not have phone. But it was that kind of...
So when did you get phone?
Phone? When?
Yes.
When did I get phone?
No, not like in the house.
Our house? We did not have a box phone now. It's our neighbor's phone now that we are using. Or you now go...
so you now got
You
phone.
give them number now.
Okay.
You don't know that my neighbor, good guys, they tap the line to their own room too. So we can now use the phone in their room. But their parents don't know. Do you understand?
I have no words.
Then later, there was 090. That's where we were now flexing.
Please, we're moving on.
Before your GSM came.
Anyway, moving on from that, this one, even if I don't talk about anything else today, I will talk about it so because I have plans to pepper some people. Now, Paralympics. I said it here before.
And you say it again.
I said it earlier today. All the money that we give, shout out to Nigerian athletes. However, all the money that we give Olympic athletes, why not we add everything to the one that you give Paralympics and give it to them, and then we are sure of medals?
Let us just be doing Paralympics.
Let's just be doing Paralympics and know that Nigeria is good. If we check the numbers and the number of medals, the success rate, you're almost sure every single time.
Almost. Dolupo, be real now.
Today, I heard that we only have 2 gold medals.
Look,
as Nigerians.
Chioma Ajunwa won gold. The dream team, one gold in football. Oh yeah, mention another gold.
However,
okay, they dash us one gold though for
dash.
When we were second. Then when they now banned the US relay team, they now upgrade us to first. Ask it though. If Paralympics people they have won over 30 gold. Nigeria has won over 80 medals in Paralympics. But that's your other one. I beg. I'm telling you, facts only. No, you can fact check me.
Okay, so at Atlanta 96 we had two gold. And 2000 we had one gold.
One
Nigeria
now.
has only had
That 2000 Dolupo is
gold.
a nephew of Dolbong and his crew now. Abi.
Okay, no,
It's
medals by winter games. There was
which winter?
Winter Olympics.
Nigeria doesn't win medal in winter.
We won 2018.
Which medal?
No.
Are you okay at all?
Sorry.
I don't need to look at a website to. I know this thing in my head. The third gold was from athletics. It was from the relay, and we didn't win gold in that race. They cheated us by using drugs. They now banned them. Later, they now say we should come and collect gold. I know what I'm saying now.
So
stop spending money on all these athletes that are 9 billion. They're not doing only 2 billion for Paralympics. Do 9 billion for Paralympics and 2 billion for the other people.
We are doing.
Let us pack medal.
So according to what's it called? According to what I'm looking at here, so Nigeria started participating in 1992. 3 plus 3 is what?
92 of what?
Barcelona 92 now.
For Paralympics.
Yes.
And now
3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 7 is what? 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 5
18.
18 plus 4.
That's 22.
22 plus 6 28. 28 plus 8 36. 36 plus 4 40 gold.
Did I not tell you without looking at website?
40 gold.
Paralympics has given Nigeria 40 gold. This other one, they are doing 9 point something
they
billion.
Won 40 gold.
And they can't win
They've
anything.
won 19 silver and 21.
They have won
bronze.
About 80 medals. Half of it is gold. I'm telling you.
They've won about 80 medals, and half of it is gold. You're actually correct. And now that's so. My issue is why I brought this up is that now Nigeria's Eniola has now. They're still in the group stage, but she topped her group.
Beat them.
She has dusted everybody at this point.
There was another Chigoze boy that also won. That one too also won.
From the get, they're already looking like gold material.
I said Nigeria will win medal in this Paralympics.
Shout out to people, but the honest truth is that it looks like let's Kuku be going. It's only Paralympics.
Let's go down one. They'll be winning medal for us.
We know that we have medals. However, nobody's even talking about this Paralympics, but. Me and shall be here to keep talking about it.
Kuku said our own.
We have said our own. Anyway, on that note,
we are finished.
Yes, we are finished. Actually,
again. Okay.
We don't have time.
Bye-bye.
We'll continue tomorrow.
Stop wasting money on all those other athletes. Give it to Paralympics if you want medal.
Anyway, on that note, that is all we have to take today on the bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. You sound very angry.
Peace out. 9 billion. Minister said, "Is that money? Is that money enough?
Can we go now?
And are we still there?